I am Marie Brown, and this is my channel, Minds in Motion, where we talk about personal accountability, finances, investing, and how to find purpose in life and just become the best version of yourselves. Today, I want to talk about planning for the holidays. Even though Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, all of these holidays come the same time every year on the same exact date, many of us fail to plan financially for these holidays, and we find ourselves stressed, in debt, and spending money that we were not planning to spend and ruining all of the progress that we've made so far up until this point this year. Before I get into the video, I want to first shout out Rico Suave Investing. If you guys have not checked him out, and if you guys are not yet following his channel, please go over to his channel and give him a like. He does so much for us new content creators on YouTube by shouting us out. He's always, letting people know to check out our channel. And in addition to that, he does free giveaways every single month. And he also does giveaways on his live recordings every Saturday night. So I happen to be one of the winners of the giveaways. So I got my package this weekend. I haven't opened it yet. I wanted to save it and do it on YouTube. So shout out to Rico Suave Investing. Here is the prize that I won last Saturday on the live. So I'm opening it up here live on camera, and you guys can go back and see the videos where he's advertising this. So I got this awesome t-shirt that says, I know, I'm awesome. So this is from Rico Suave Investing. It says, let's not make a big deal about it. And hey, I am awesome. I love myself. I invest in myself. I believe in myself. So thank you, Rico Suave Investing. And then also, in addition to that awesome t-shirt, I also won these nice earbuds as well. So I'm constantly going in the gym, trying to get my body in shape, trying to work out, be wintertime fine. And I'm always breaking or losing my headsets. So got some nice new earbuds that I will be taking full advantage of in the gym. Thank you. You guys, again, go and hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button on Rico Suave Investing page. Shout out to Rico Suave Investing. So now that we got that done and taken care of, let's go ahead and jump into the purpose of this video, which is so that we can go ahead and start saving for the holidays. So saving for the holidays, looking ahead so that you can plan ahead. As I said earlier, many of us fail to plan for the holidays. We spend all year long catching up, getting ahead, being on a budget, saving, and then we forget about holidays that are soon approaching until it's time for those holidays to come. And then we end up spending all of the money that we saved, blowing all of the progress that we made all year long. So for my particular page, I'm almost at 100 subscribers. So I would just ask if you guys would please go ahead and click the like button on this video. You guys always do an amazing job of commenting on the videos, and we have some awesome conversations about the content in the videos and share ideas about what one another are doing. I love to interact with all of you. Thank you so much that you take the time out to comment on the videos. And if this is your first time watching myself, Marie Brown, my channel, Minds in Motion, if you would, please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to get notifications for whenever I post videos, go ahead and hit that notification bell. So, as I said, we have about 15 weeks till Christmas, guys. The current date is September 8th, 2019. That gives us about 180 days until Christmas comes. And again, we know every single year that Christmas is coming on December 25th. So let's make the best of the time that we have left, and let's plan for Christmas this year and the money that we're going to be spending. So the first thing is we have to get started now. Next, we're going to look at a couple of ways that we can set aside money for the holidays. Figure out what you can afford, get a spending number, and stick to it. Discovery Bank did a holiday shopping survey in 2018, and 38 of those that were participants in that survey planned on charging their credit cards for gifts. Guys, I know that a lot of us use credit cards, and for those of us that do use credit cards, I hope that you are using credit cards and you're paying them off every single month and not paying interest on those credit cards. Also, I hope that you're sticking to the plan and not using more than 30% of your credit on those cards so that you can keep getting those credit scores up. But what we don't want to do is use credit cards to buy things that we don't have money to buy. That is a big no-no. That is not what credit cards are for. If you're going to use credit cards, it should just be to build your credit. However, if you don't have money, then you should not be charging things and creating debt through credit cards. The next step is how to set the number, meaning how to come up with the budget that you're going to need for the holidays. How are you going to plan to set aside money for the holidays? So the first thing that we want to do is we want to make a list of who's getting a gift and come up with the spending amount per person. So for those of you out there that have kids, how much are you going to spend per kid? What some people do is some people set a specific dollar amount and they may have their kids write out a list of things they want. And based on that list, they may ask their kid, well, what is it that you truly, really want the most on this list? And based on their budget, they're going to buy according to what it is that their kids really want. And then some people, based on the age of their kids, they will set a specific dollar amount and they may give their kids cash so that their kids can purchase whatever it is that they want for themselves after the holidays. Now, if you have a big family, I suggest that you guys come up with a strategy so that everybody isn't spending more money than they can afford to, or just spending money that they truly don't have to spend. How you do that is you suggest pulling names or you set a spending limit. This is also something that a lot of workplaces do, and they call it a secret Santa. They will put everybody who wants to participate name in a bucket or a hat or whatever, and then they will set a set dollar amount and each person will pull a name, and then you will exchange gifts at a company party. That's something like what my company does. And then last but not least, you can also, have a portion of this planning for things like birthdays or Halloween or Thanksgiving, or even if you're going to be donating money for a charity, you want to use this portion of planning for those types of things also, guys. So for those of you who donate to charities every year, or for those of you who also participate in things for Halloween or Thanksgiving, you also want to go ahead and start planning for that in this portion of your holiday planning as well. The next is research prices online and shop around before making purchases. This applies to gifts. This also applies to traveling. Many of us choose to go on a holiday or a vacation around the holiday times. Many of you may be just like me, and a lot of your family lives out of the area from where you live at, so you may need to travel in order to spend time with your family during the holidays. Or if you are married, maybe you take turns spending time with each person's family during the holiday, and one of your families may live in a different area, or maybe both of your families may live in a different state or area, and you may have to travel yearly to each one of your family's houses for the holidays. If that is the case, make sure you go ahead and start preparing by getting your tickets, getting your airline fare, setting up your hotels, because the closer it gets to the dates, the more expensive these items can be. So that's just part of planning and budgeting for the holiday. make sure you factor in traveling and also the gifts. Make sure you do your research, shop around, look for the best prices on those gifts so that you don't end up spending more money than you need to. The next is holiday events. So if you're cooking or you're hosting a holiday party, begin early stocking up on food, adult beverages, and also decor or decoration. Don't wait till the last minute to start buying these things, because then you end up spending more money than you planned on spending, or you end up breaking your budget. So guys, go ahead and make a list of the food, the beverages, things like that that you're going to need if you're planning any holiday events or you're cooking for the family. If holiday dinner is at your house this year, go ahead and start planning. Another thing that a lot of people do is at the end of the year, when all of the holiday decorations and things like that go on sale, they go ahead and they buy those things now so that they're prepared for next year. Because as I said in the beginning of this video, we all know that every single year, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, these holidays are going to come the same time every single year. So you might as well go ahead and get those things at a discount if you can afford it and if you have a place to store it. Also, make sure you include in your budget any holiday events at work and if you have kids at school. A lot of times there's dress up days for the holidays, or they have different types of parties at work or at school, so we have to bring things in. And these things can get expensive or just can cost money that we may not have budgeted for on a normal monthly basis. So you want to also keep these type of things in mind as well as you're planning your holiday budget. Now, for the rest of the year, spend money only where needed. There are two major holidays approaching before Christmas, and that's Thanksgiving and Halloween. So guys, if you've been doing good and you've been on a budget, or let's just say you just began your financial freedom journey and you just got yourself on a budget and you just got your spending under control, do not ruin that during the holidays. Make sure that you continue to save money as you plan. If you're going to be spending money during the holiday, try to find places that you can cut back on other stuff that you may not need, that are maybe not that important, so that you can have money to spend for the holiday, or even pick up an extra job, extra hours, find a side hustle, sell some things that you don't need. But whatever you do, don't ruin your budget. Don't ruin your progress during the holidays. Let's go ahead and start planning right now and get ahead of those things so that we can get through the holidays without getting in debt and not messing up the gains that we've already made this year. So some of you guys could be like me, and both my daughter and my spouse have birthdays in November. So not only do I have to plan for the holidays, but I have to plan for the love of my life's birthdays as well. So if you have major loved ones' birthdays during this month, like if you have kids or maybe your spouse birthday falls in the month of October or November or even during Christmas, you want to make sure that you go ahead and include these things right now in your budget. So again, I just want to make sure that you guys are staying on track and you're going into 2010 ahead and on track to reaching your goals and becoming financially free at the time that you plan on gaining financial freedom. So we have about 11 weeks until Black Friday. That's 82 days, and Black Friday this year falls on November 29th. Now, I've been doing my best, and I've been really cutting back this year on shopping because I love to shop. As a lot of women will say, shopping is like therapy, but I made a promise to myself that I wasn't going to spend unnecessary money on things that were not of value to me. And the things that I can shop for in the store, spend money on, those things don't bring me the value that I want. I'd rather spend money on things, doing things with my family, going on vacations with my family, and going out, on the weekend, those type of things. So I've place my extra money in my budget for things like entertainment or time out with my family versus going to the mall shopping, buying material things that don't really give us any fulfillment in life. So, with 82 days till Black Friday, if you guys plan accordingly, you're able to get some of your holiday shopping done during Black Friday. And I'm sure that you can find a lot of great deals out there if you do your research and you plan for who you want to buy gifts for and what it is that you want to buy for each one of those persons. I'm sure that you can find some awesome deals during Black Friday. So I want to show you guys a couple of ways to save some money so that you're ready when Black Friday gets here to try to knock out some of that holiday shopping. So before I do that, let's go over a couple statistics in reference to the holidays and spending money. So the National Retail Federation and Prosper Insight and Analytic gauged customer spending and celebration plans for American holidays. And the NRF survey revealed that 179 million Americans are expected to spend as much as $9.1 billion, and that's just for Halloween alone. Spending on costumes is pegged at $3.4 billion, candy at $2.7 billion, and decorations at $2.7 billion. Guys, so do you think that the money that is being spent during Halloween, that majority of the people are planning for? No, I don't think so. So we want to be different than those people that are not planning for the holidays, and we want to already factor things like Halloween, costumes, decorations, candy, parties. We want to factor all of those things into our holiday budget. Another statistic is in 2015, a consumer survey, it revealed that people spent $626.1 billion during the winter holidays. Guys, again, that is a lot of money being spent for just a couple of days out of the year, or maybe a couple of weeks spent out of the year. So guys, if you know that you enjoy the holidays, you enjoy celebrating the holidays, you enjoy spending time with your family and friends during the holidays, you enjoy giving gifts during the holidays, it is absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I want you guys to prepare, to plan ahead, to look forward and plan ahead for these type of things so that you are staying on your budget, staying on track, and not ruining all the progress that you made this year. So the last thing is how to curb your holiday spending. One, track spending, especially during Christmas. Make a record of the items that you spend money on that day and compare it with the budget that you created. So guys, in order to stay on budget, you have to manage what you're spending. They say what's measured is managed. So don't just go out buying stuff and be like, oh, I'll make it up in my budget. No, make sure that if you find something that you feel like someone would like and you want to get it as a gift, you go ahead and you track that spending and you record that in your budget and you deduct that from the money that you're setting aside. And then last but not least, retailers are good at hooking people into spending more than they plan. So be wary of loyalty cards, retail credit cards, things like that, things that look to be cheap, look like they're a great discount. Make sure that you're doing your research and you're checking around and make sure that you're getting the best price on things and not just buying something because it looks good and you not really knowing if that is the best deal out there. So 3 months to save and plan for the holidays. I want to give you guys some simple numbers where you can save some money in order to be prepared for the holidays. So first, Christmas. If Christmas is in 15 weeks, and let's just say you have a small family or you're planning to have a small budget for Christmas, and I know $750, that may be a big budget for some people, that may be a lot of money for some people, But let's just say that this is going to be the money that you're going to spend, period, overall for the holidays from now until December when Christmas comes. You're going to use this $750 for Halloween if you have kids, for Thanksgiving, everything that you need to do from now until Christmas. You have $750 to do it with. You could do that in 15 weeks by saving $50 each week starting this Friday on September the 13th. If you save $50 each week starting this Friday, you will have $750 the week before Christmas occurs. And this year, Christmas falls on a Wednesday. Now, let's just say if you've been being very disciplined and you want to go out on Black Friday and you want to do some shopping for Christmas, or let's just say if you don't have kids, you might not have a spouse. It may just be you yourself. You may need some things that you've been putting off and you've been not spending money. Or let's just say if you do have family that you want to purchase gifts for and you want to have some money to go out for Black Friday, you can save $1,000 in 11 weeks by following this plan. And I will post a screenshot of this savings plan in the comments, or if you guys follow me on social media, I'm going to post this savings plan on my social media page, and I will leave a link in the description to my social media pages so that you guys can check this out. But I know a lot of us, being that we may be on a tight budget with the things that we're trying to accomplish, so you may not have $100 every single week to set aside. So I wanted to break it down in a way where you're able to save $1,000 in 11 weeks and be prepared for Black Friday if you plan on getting your holiday shopping done prior to Christmas and trying to knock everything out during Black Friday in hopes of finding some awesome deals. And then the last plan for saving money over the next 3 months for the holidays, for those of us who may have a little bit more wiggle room, or we may like to celebrate more holidays and be more involved during the holidays. The first thing that you want to do is you want to list out all your holiday expenses. Next, you want to add the totals for the expenses on the list based on the time frame that you will need the money, such as if you have kids and you make a list of the things that you're going to need for Halloween. Well, when are you going to need this money by? You want to add up the total of that. And let's just say that comes out to $400 because you have 4 kids and you have school events and you guys like to decorate, whatever the case is, and you need that money by October 13th. Let's just say you have 4 weeks to get that money, so you need to be setting aside an additional $100 a week from any other savings that you're doing currently. Let's just say if you want to save for Black Friday and you want to get your Christmas shopping done, and let's just say that you're also going to be traveling during that time. Well, you want to, go ahead online, price your airline tickets or your rental car or your hotel, whatever it is that you need, however much money you're going to need for your vacation during that time. And you want to go ahead and make a list of those expenses, and you want to divide that by the amount of time that you have to accumulate that money, and go ahead and start saving that money immediately this Friday. And then last but not least, if you're going to be getting gifts and things like that for Christmas, or let's just say you're going to be traveling for the Christmas holiday, you want to do just like I said before. You want to look at how much money you're going to need from now until Christmas. You want to get that number. You want to divide it by the number of weeks or the number of pay periods that you have from now until that date. And you want to start saving that money aside from any of your other money that you're saving. So once you've done those things, just get to saving, guys. Get started. That's the most important thing, is do not procrastinate on this matter. If you know that you have kids, if you know that you like to be involved during the holidays, if you know that you plan to spend money during the holidays, guys, go ahead Figure out how much money it is that you're going to need. Figure out who you're going to be buying gifts for, and go ahead and start planning separately from your paying yourself, from your investments, from your normal monthly bills, and start setting aside money. And like I said, if that means that you have to get an additional job, if that means that you have to cut back on some things for the next few months, if that just means that you have to start a side hustle where you can start making money immediately, do not ruin your financial progress during the holidays or failing to plan for something that you already know is going to occur. Again, I am Marie Brown. If you guys have not yet, please hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed the content of this video, please hit the like button and also hit the bell notification. And don't forget to comment below. I will include a link to my social media pages, and I will include this information on my social media pages. You can also share this information for anyone you know that needs it. I do want to thank all of you guys who have subscribed so far. Thank you for the love and the support. You guys have an awesome Sunday and an amazing week. Thank you.